Or maybe a pose is feeling particularly difficult. You can always come back to this place. And gently opening up your eyes and bringing your hands by your sides. Inhale, looking up, stretching the front of your neck. And on your exhale, bringing your chin towards your chest, stretching through the back of the neck and the upper back. Inhale, coming back to center, bringing your hands out in front and walking your hands out, allowing your head and your neck to release. Working your sitting bones into the mat. And on your inhale, gently walking your hands back toward your body and making your way into tabletop. Making sure that your knees are in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders. And just start a few gentle cat-cows. So on your inhale, looking up, sinking the belly down. And on your exhale, arching through the back, bringing your chin towards your chest. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, chin towards your chest. And just take a couple more, going with your breath, warming up through the spine. Last one. And coming back to center, curling your toes under, pushing your hips up and back, coming into a bent leg, downward facing dog. And just focusing on really working those hips up toward the ceiling, melting the heart. And begin to straighten through the knees, working the heels down toward the mat. And on your inhale, looking forward, bringing your torso forward, coming into plank pose. And really engaging your core, pulling your hands and your feet toward each other, scooping up the belly and the hips. Starting to build some heat. And inhale, pushing the hips up and back. And on your exhale, coming forward into plank. Inhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, coming back into plank. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, coming back into plank and pausing here. And then walking your feet toward each other, bringing the inner edges of your feet and legs and thighs together. And really pushing the legs together as you scoop up through the belly and through the hips. And on your inhale, pitching the body forward, bending the elbows, coming down to chaturanga, pausing for a moment. And then lowering down, tops of the feet come down, coming up for cobra. Exhale down, curling the toes under, pushing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, looking toward the front of your mat, stepping or hopping toward the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up. And exhale, palms come down to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, your hands by your sides. And bending the knees, sweeping the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Making your way to plank. Lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. And on your exhale, bending the knee, placing the foot in between your hands. Spinning the back heel down. Inhale to Virabhadrasana 1. Working that right hip back, left hip forward. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, opening up to Virabhadrasana 2. Bending through that front knee, gazing out over the front fingertips. And then cartwheeling the hands down, Making your way into plank, engaging the abdominal muscles, lowering down through chaturanga, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. And on your exhale, placing the left foot in between your hands, spinning the right heel down, making your way to Virabhadrasana 1. Working that left hip forward or back, right hip forward. And opening up to Virabhadrasana 2, sitting nice and deep. Really rooting down through your feet, pulling your feet toward each other to help engage both legs. And on your next exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, coming back into plank, engaging the abdominals, lowering down through chaturanga, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, looking toward the front of your mat, bending the knees, jumping toward the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending the knees, sweeping the arms up, Utkatasana. And straightening through the legs, palms come together and down to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands by your sides. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Making your way to plank. Lowering down, taking a vinyasa. And meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. And on your exhale, pulling the knee toward the nose, really puffing up through the back, engaging the abdominal muscles. And then pulling the leg through, planting the foot, spinning the back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2. And bringing the right elbow toward the right knee, left arm points up toward the ceiling, coming into side angle pose. And if you'd like, taking it just a little bit deeper, coming into extended side angle. And on your inhale, sweeping that left arm down by the right arm as you straighten the right leg, sweeping the arm back up, Trikonasana or triangle pose. Really opening up through the chest. Bending the knee, coming back to Virabhadrasana 2. And then sweeping the right arm up and over, peaceful warrior. And coming back to Virabhadrasana 2 and cartwheeling the hands down, framing the foot, making your way into one-legged plank, engaging those abdominal muscles, lowering down through chaturanga, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, sweeping the left leg up behind you, bending the knee, bringing the knee toward the nose, really puffing up in the back, creating some space to walk that foot forward and in between the hands, spinning the back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2 on the second side. And bringing the left elbow to the knee, right arm points up, side angle pose. And taking it a little further, coming into extended side angle, bringing that left hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm comes out over the ear. And sweeping that right arm down by your side as you straighten the left leg, coming into Trikonasana on the second side. Back to Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheeling the hands down, framing the foot, one-legged plank, lowering down. Inhale to cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, bending your knees, coming down to your forearms, interlacing your fingers, making sure that your elbows are right underneath your shoulders or the same width. Bringing your head down to the forearms, Extending your hips up, walking the feet in, and then you can stay here, or you can begin to work your way up to supported headstand. And then working your inner thighs toward each other, engaging the abdominals. Start to make your way out. And coming into child's pose. And just resting here for a moment. On your inhale, picking your head up, making your way into downward facing dog. And looking toward the front of your mat, stepping or hopping toward the front. Folding here. Inhale, bending the knees, sweeping the arms up, Utkatasana. And straightening the legs, slight back bend. And bringing the palms down to heart center. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, coming up onto your toes. Balancing here, working the feet and the inner thighs toward each other. Engaging the abdominal muscles. Begin to bend the knees. Slowly lowering down, engaging those quadriceps. Reaching the arms out in front. And then reaching forward as you reach your bum back and coming up to Navasana, boat pose. And gently lowering the feet down and coming up to sitting. Bending that left knee in toward your chest, hugging the knee in. And opening the knee out to the side, sweeping the arms up, reaching up. And exhale, folding forward, reaching for your shin, ankle, or foot. Allowing the nose to come toward the knee. Inhale, looking up. And on your exhale, releasing the grip. Extending the left leg out, bending the right knee. Sitting up nice and tall. And then opening that knee out to the side, sweeping the arms up, looking up, and exhale, folding forward, really pulling that belly button in to help bring the torso down. And inhale, looking up. And on your exhale, releasing the foot, bending the knees, and gently lowering down, coming to lying on the mat, bringing your knees in toward your chest, and start to rock side to side, massaging the low back. And extending the arms out to the sides. On your exhale, releasing the knees over to the right side. Working that left shoulder blade down and gazing up or out toward the left hand. And feeling this gentle reclined twist. And on your inhale, bringing the knees back to center, and exhale, releasing them over to the left side. And just allowing the massage of the internal organs to happen. Letting this twist aid in your digestion. And inhale, bringing the knees back to the center, hugging the knees in nice and tight, really working your spine along the mat. And on your next exhale, releasing the legs and extending your legs nice and long, walking the heels out to about hip width apart, allowing the toes to drop open, facing your palms up toward the ceiling and closing your eyes. Coming to your breath. Allowing your body to melt into the earth. Relaxing each muscle. And start to turn your focus inside, relaxing in Shavasana. And start to deepen your breath, or stay a little longer if you can by pausing the video. Otherwise, sending your breath out to your fingers and your toes, creating some movement if you'd like. And bringing your knees in toward your chest. And on your exhale, rolling over to one side, using your arms to bring you up to sitting. Easy cross-legged pose. And bringing your palms to heart.